This video is about the 7 things you don't know about living in Cedar Park, Texas, but I believe you must know these things. I moved here 6 years ago from Florida, and I just wish that I had known these 7 things. So be sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I think you're going to be most surprised by number 7. So let's get into that right now. If this is your first time to my channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about what it's like to live here, work here, and play here, then be sure to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell so that you'll be notified every time I post a new video. I'm Dan Forbes, a local realtor here in Cedar Park, Texas, and I literally get calls and texts and emails every day from people who are thinking about moving or relocating here to Cedar Park, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about moving anywhere in the Austin area, Cedar Park, Leander, Pflugerville, Round Rock, Georgetown, Austin itself, wherever it is, be sure that you call me, text me, send me an email, or hey, I don't care, send me a carrier pigeon. I'm happy to help you, and I've got your back when you're moving and relocating here. So let's talk about the 7 things that you must know about living in Cedar Park, Texas. Number 1, is Cedar Park a right fit for you? So if you like a small city, then you're probably going to like Cedar Park. Our population is about 89,000, and I'm not talking about a tiny city or a village. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 traffic lights. But if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of a large city, but live in a small city that has everything that you could possibly want, you're probably going to love Cedar Park. But if you want the big city, you want the skyscrapers, you want the traffic and the hustle and bustle, and you want the nightlife, then you might want to go to our next door neighbor, which is Austin, because it has all of those things. In fact, Austin is the 11th most populous city in the United States. So you got to figure out, where is it that you want to live? Do you want a small city? Do you want a village, or do you want the big city? Cedar Park is a small city. Number 2 is the strong job market here in Cedar Park. As a matter of fact, the Cedar Park job growth is projected to be 52.6% over the next 10 years. So what kind of jobs are there here in Cedar Park? Well, let me give you the breakdown of population by occupation. So 13.8% are in healthcare. Right here in Cedar Park, we have the Cedar Park Regional Medical Center. We have a lot of doctors' offices. Dell Children's Hospital is building a brand new hospital here in Cedar Park, and that's going to bring in hundreds and hundreds of jobs. We also have many other hospitals in the surrounding area of Cedar Park. Healthcare is really big here. Number 2, 11.6% of our population are in retail. So we've got a lot of shops, we have a lot of shopping, we have a lot of retail here in Cedar Park and also in the surrounding areas. 10.4% of our population works in manufacturing. There's just all kinds of things that are manufactured and made here in Cedar Park and the surrounding areas. It is a very strong part of our economy. Between 5 and 10% of our population works in a variety of occupations like construction, finance and insurance, professional, scientific and technical services, and then also educational services. So just down the road is the University of Texas in Austin. It employs over 21,000 faculty members and over 83,000 in the areas of healthcare services and healthcare support staff. And then finally, tech is huge here. I mean, in the whole greater Austin area, almost 16% of all jobs are in the tech industry. We've got Google, we've got Apple, we've got Amazon, and all kinds of tech startups. I mean, we have our own basically Silicon Valley here in the Austin, Texas area. And if you're in technology, you're going to love this area. So basically, we've got a strong, diverse job situation here in Cedar Park, Texas. Number 3, salaries are higher here. So if you're moving to Cedar Park, Texas, it's probably because you're taking a new job in the area and you're probably getting a raise. In fact, the median household income for owner-occupied houses here is $105,000. Across the state of Texas, it's only $71,000. And the median for the U.S. is $70,500. So we've got some high salaries here. Cedar Park is ranked number 3 metro area of the fastest rising incomes. The median home price here, according to Zillow.com, is $339,000. Right now in Cedar Park, there are 87 listings on the market, and they range from $230,000 up to $849,000. Number 4 is traffic. Now, traffic is one of those things that's all relative. I mean, I would say that traffic is easy here compared to a lot of other metro areas, especially in our next door neighbor, which is Austin. I mean, the traffic in Austin in the morning time commuting to work and the afternoon time commuting home from work is just horrendous, and it is the number one thing that people complain about. But here in Cedar Park, I mean, some people are starting to complain about the traffic, but I think it's relatively easy here. I moved here from Sarasota, Florida, and I'd much rather be living here and being on the roads here in Cedar Park than I would where I moved from in Sarasota, Florida. So traffic's one of those things. Really, it's relative. It depends on where you are moving from, but you know, I would say that traffic is a pro and not a con for Cedar Park. Number 5 is the weather. I tell you what, I love the weather here. We have lots of sunshine. In fact, the sun is shining 231 days of the year, which means there's only about 205 days that you're going to get rain or overcast. We've got great weather here in Cedar Park. We have no snow. So if you love the outdoors, you love walking and hiking and biking and playing golf and fishing and doing all kinds of outdoor activities, you're going to love the weather here. I mean, the high in July is about 95 degrees and the low in January is about 38 degrees. So I don't know where you're from, so weather, like traffic, is one of those things that is relative, but I think the weather here is great. The most pleasant months of the year is our springtime, which is April, and then our fall, which is October through November. And the comfort index for Cedar Park is 7.2 out of a possible 10, which means it is generally more comfortable to live here in Cedar Park than it is anywhere else in Texas or anywhere else in the United States. Number 6, there are lots of things to do here in Cedar Park. So we've got the HEB Center in Cedar Park where you can go and watch a professional hockey game, a professional basketball game. You can watch a rodeo. You can just see all kinds of things there, whether it's sports or musical concerts. It's a great venue. We also have the Austin Steam Train Association here, and there is a vintage steam train that runs from Cedar Park through Burnett out to Bertram, and it makes a great day trip from Cedar Park. It's a lot of fun, and you can get out and walk through those small villages. If you like being outdoors, you're going to love the Brushy Creek Regional Park and Regional Trail. It's almost 7 miles long, so you can get in a 13 to 14 mile run, bike, or hike if you want to. And it goes along a beautiful lake, a beautiful stream, and it's just a wonderful way to be outside. Of course, we have Lake Travis here. It's 10 miles away from Cedar Park, but it's a nice drive, and you can go out and you can sit there in one or more restaurants and watch the beautiful sunset, or if you like boating or fishing or skiing, there's plenty of opportunities to do that on Lake Travis. We've got farmers markets on the weekend. We have nearby farms that you can go out. You can pet the animals if you want to. You can pick strawberries. You can pick peaches. There's so many things that you can do in the farms that are around our area. And then one of my favorite things is the Texas Hill Country wineries. I mean, we just have scores of wineries, and I'm just sort of a wine snob, I guess you could say. No, not really. I mean, I don't know much about wines. I like to drink wine, and I've got my favorite winery, which is called Tornalochs, Tornalochs in Burnett. So it's only about 45 minutes from Austin, and I love taking the afternoon driving out there and enjoying some wine and some snacks. And then, of course, we've got all kinds of shopping and restaurants. So if you're into that, I mean, right here, I would say that dining out is one of our pastimes, and there's plenty of places that you can go to dine and shop in Cedar Park. And now we come to number 7. I mean, Cedar Park has been discovered. Bestplaces.com ranks Cedar Park as number 5 best cities to relocate to, and people have found that out, and people are just flocking to Cedar Park, Texas. Our growth is amazing. So what's important is that you have a support system. If you're thinking about moving here, you need to have someone that is going to be your eyes and your ears and your boots on the ground if you're thinking about moving or relocating here. And that's exactly why I'm here. So today we've been talking about the 7 things that you must know about moving to Cedar Park, Texas. I'm here for one reason, and that is to make your move here smoother, easier, exciting, and fun. But you've got to do one thing. You've got to reach out to me. You've got to call me or text me or send me an email or, hey, I don't care, send me that carrier pigeon so that I can help you. I've got your back if you're planning on moving here. You're seeing other videos starting to pop up now, so click around on those videos, explore my channel so that you can learn everything you need to know about living in Cedar Park, Texas.